Sergeant America here. Boom. This is another taste of the Toy Junkie. I guess this is another collection of goodies and toys that I've picked up over the years. Um, Previously, I kind of talked about my collection on whole, and I guess this time there's more of a focus on Batman. I guess it's Batman flavored taste of the Toy Junkie. So um, I'm not a huge reader of Batman, but I got up like every other child of my age. Snuck downstairs Saturday, turned on the Burt Ward, Adam West Batman 66, kind of a nice little tribute here. Um, Watched that, and maybe that was my first sampling of Batman. Didn't have the 90s, 80s cartoon experience that some other people did, so have always enjoyed Batman, but I wasn't deep into the character. Watched the Tim Burton movies, but I wasn't a big DC person. I guess I was Marvel fanboy for a long time there. So some of the things I'm going to show you are the things that are probably more recent. So if you're interested, they're probably still floating around there pretty close to places where you can pick them up. One of the things that I got you could still get is in Target stores. There's these DC Mash'ems and DC Mash'ems, and by saying that, they come in a container like this. If you pop it open, it's blind box, so you get a random one. This last time I went and got oh yeah, you got it, the Aqua Boy, Aquaman himself. And Mash'ems, I mean, they squish down, and they kind of have that weird stickiness that plastic toys seem to have nowadays. I'm not sure what that is. I'm a little scared by that. But like I said, that's the container they come in. And the Batman one looks like this. He's not doing too bad. He's got a little Mash'em up himself. As an owner of a cat, you're always making sure that you pick the little lint and whatnot off of them. They seem to collect the dust and all that pretty badly. So, but otherwise, I mean, it's just a fun little toy. Along that same line, I believe I collected these at one of our Walgreens drugstores, and it was this little set of them. And they're all the kind of squished. They're more of a harder rubber material. But trying to get this best in frame. Got your Batman, Batgirl, Riddler, Two-Face, Penguin, Catwoman, Robin, Joker, Bane. Oh, Robin as he gets older, Nightwing, and another Batman. This is probably like a $6 set. Maybe I got it on sale for probably about $4 when they were trying to get rid of them. So Walgreens seems to get a collection of these things and then they disappear. And it just happens that I walked in at that time and found that this was something available. The display case is actually for something else. It's when I was painting miniatures. It's one of the things that I happen to have collected during that time frame. Along that same line of goodies you get, there was a book at Barnes and Noble, and they had a whole bunch of these little figurines in them. So I mean, this is definitely the hard plastic one. They're almost like if they were on a game set. So and it's a nice little Batman and Robin here. It came with a whole bunch of Superman and Green Lantern and all them. But focuses on Batman right now. Jumping along those lines, one of those blind bag tiny Funko ones. I mean, he's got a head that moves. The Heath Ledger Joker was in, the box is probably about yay big around the thing. So there was a little plastic set. I have a Superman and a Plastic Man, also a Plastic Man. And then this Joker I purchased. These did say who was going to be, Pinky's out, who was going to be in the box, but the first series is blind bag, and I presume the sales didn't go very well, so they decided they would mark down. And I want to say this was my blind bag one. This is the one I wasn't sure about. I did want to get the Superman, and I did want to get the Plastic Man. And this is, nice characterization of him from possibly Hush. But I couldn't tell you which comic it is. I'm sure there is Bat fans out there. If you know, please put it in the comments below and make me wise. When I was at a World Market, that's the chain store that we have in Sioux Falls, one of the oldie toys that they try and sell you was the bendable, posable Batman. As of right now, still have them in the case. We're looking to get some new bookshelves. You can kind of see the bookshelves behind me on the style of my old ones. Trying to get all 5 so they line up against the wall. Nice, lots of room for all my trades. And at that point, I'll break out Bats and put him out there. Other little goodies and knickknacks, like I said, they catch my eye and I buy these things. One was a shot set. I just happen to have the watcher's eye in this one. But this was a 4-piece one at Spencer Gifts. They were doing the buy one, get one 50%, so purchased a couple of the shot glasses. And since I don't, at my age, I don't do shots anymore, you just put in your collectibles. So wife was looking for something to buy me for Christmas, and she saw me looking at this one for a little too long, so she realized that I probably want it, but I'm gauging the prices in my head if I want to pay that for it. But it's Christmas, she loves me, and boom, the old Killer Croc. I definitely enjoy Killer Croc stories. It's with Batman characters, there are the ones that handle magic and are on the very far end or have powers, but generally they're as close as can be to human. There seems to be a tragic element to them, and I think that's what I liked about Croc. I mean, Croc is nearly a superpower creature. He is in this, genetic defect, and I always loved, different tales on him. Is he, a circus freak? Is it a mild case of eczema, or is it, a major he is turning into a Croc? And I know one of the stories that was his biggest fear was becoming a true beast. So I have to say, it's just been one of the characters that's always kind of been a delight to read. I guess for Superman, it's Bizarro that I like, and for Batman, it tends to be Killer Croc. So along that line, I guess I'll go through my villains. I mentioned previously that I have Eagle Moss lead figurines, and along those lines, I've really enjoyed collecting them, hunting them, finding them, and all that. Hush was always, of course, one of the good ones. And it's always been a character I've enjoyed. The Hush figurine was excellent. I mean, the painting on it's really nice. Nice heavy lead. Good old Harvey Dent, Mr. Two-Face. Once again, a beautiful paint job on him. And, with that wonderful, wonderful burnt face. So, the suit being that, 2 pieces sewn together. It's always been an interesting visual, if not, done perfectly every time. Mr. Victor Freeze. Mr. Freeze. Each of these also comes with a magazine. I didn't dig my magazines out. I mean, they're giant-sized magazines that I try and keep all together. This one I liked. Ended up getting them at an awesome deal at a comic shop in Wichita. The other ones I believe I hunted down in the cities, Minneapolis, St. Paul. So it's where I tend to head. There's a couple, I think there's 8 shops I can hit within a day, and so then I can just kind of go through. A couple of videos previously, I think I might have talked about them, but this is something else I'm hoping to do is as I can get places where I can visit a couple shops, I'd like to talk about each of them in case that's something that other people want to get into is, you know, I appreciate having a good shop here in town, and I appreciate shops everywhere else and what I can get there also. Speaking of which, one of them was Mr. Batman himself. This one is, and Mr. Freeze are actually resin statues. They're not made out of the lead. So, Christmas, I also did get the stamps, the Forever Batman stamps. I just don't have any idea what to do with those, and since I'm not an avid collector, I might just actually mail them. One of the other things I have enjoyed collecting is the yarn dolls. Oops, Mr. Edward spun there. The yarn dolls I was able to purchase at either Spencer Gifts or at Hot Topic, and those seem to be the next hardest thing to find after the lead figurines. And they had a good, buy one get second one off, 50% off. So Mr. Enigma, as you can see in my Batman under the Hood book. Other ones I've enjoyed collecting with those, I was able to get a Batman. I have not gotten him out of the box, like I mentioned, trying to figure out a proper way to display him. The Boy Wonder Robin also. Batgirl. And then watch out, because here's the Joker. Make sure he doesn't shoot her in the spine. That was a book. I'm not just being a horrible person. And then these two knuckleheads together, of course, is Two-Face and the Penguin. I did have them hanging up for a while. It's just trying to get them best displayed. I get a couple of those real temporary plastic hooks. Put them on either. You can kind of see them on my bookcase. Right there. And I can display maybe 2 of them nicely side by side. I just need to get a couple more of those. But I do read Batman. Besides a couple digitals, Justice League, team-ups, that kind of stuff, I have a world's greatest team up of Batman and Superman being attacked by Metamorpho, and I'm starting to like the character Metamorpho, but that was one of my I thought great finds, but I find it's more and more common. It's my Bronze Age. I enjoy it, and I got it up on display on the wall. Besides that, trades. So you have to have the right Batman storyline to get the right trade, and there is a lot of great stories of Batman out there. Sometimes I was questionable on the artwork, and I'm learning to enjoy different styles of artwork, and more importantly, enjoy the story it tells. So I did get Hush, and of course, late to the party, I did get. Let's see if I can grab these in order. The Batman and Robin. We got, and this is when Batman is dead and Dick has taken over the cowl, and he's with Damian. And of course, wonderful one. I've enjoyed these, and on the new 52 digitally, I got Court of Owls and Night of the Owls. So I am getting into Batman more and more. Read a lot of the library books that provide for him. He's iconic, and when somebody knows that you are a comic book collector, it's easy for them to see anything Batman and get it. So, it's easy to always get a t-shirt, a glass, stamps. the icons always seem to have something more that people will. It makes it easy for them just to grab that, and a book, and here's Batman this, Batman that. Uh, so sometimes you get things you like, you don't like. I guess I've been really lucky. I've been getting a lot of great stuff. Just recently, I also did get a Batman print when I got my book Zodiac. Oh, there I go. I gotta remember that one. Oh, right here. Mascot Zodiac. When I got the Mascot Zodiac book, it was an excellent children, young adult. I enjoyed it as an adult kind of book. Um, and the artist David Walter, also provided, like I said, the iconic Batman look. So let's see, big tough Batman. He's been done so many different ways. You see it displayed in all the toys. The fun blue and gray, the gray and silver. Arkham Batman, the Dark Knight. Not going to go too much more into that. I mean, Batman is a great character, great books. And it continues to be the story that we all know as Broken Pearls and Young Boy and Tragedy. And do you become a superhero? Do you use fear? Do you use hope? Um, and when you collect these things too, it's a lot of it. I think I have collected because of the iconness of him, the look, the image. Um, that's why I don't have as many books. But as I'm getting into it, I'm enjoying the story, the theater, the opera of the whole deal. That it's definitely one of those things that you allow more freedom in the storyline. Like, well, yeah, the Joker could go out, put a gun to Bruce Wayne's head and blow him away if he knows who he is. By saying that the ethos, pathos, the characters are screwed up, and I think you have to allow it. I think it's Shakespearean in that kind of form that you let everybody be flawed, you let things go so that they can be bigger than life, to tell a grander story, to enjoy Batman. So yeah, he probably has everything in his pouches to get himself out of the situation, but that just maybe makes it one more story that we get to enjoy and finding out how he got it. So uh, like I said, this is about toys though. The toys are always going to be there. There's going to be more and more Lego Batmans coming up, all that. Maybe that's the next thing I'll start looking at, is collecting little Lego figures. Um, but hey, I mean, I like my Batman too. So thanks for watching the video. Comment, educate me on anything else Batman that you need me to know, that I should know. There's some toy that I gotta have. Let me know. Otherwise, thank you everybody, and rock out. Catchphrase!